Hello everyone, welcome back to the 𝙁𝙃𝙄𝙎 podcast where we share our 2 cents with you. So on today's episode, I'm your host, Wazowski, and today I'm joined here by Kauthar, a teacher from the most prestigious school in Malaysia, which is SMK St. Michael's Institution Ipoh. And Mr. Koca here happens to be an English teacher, which he has a lot of experience in teaching and a lot of methodologies, one being, which I am unfamiliar with, learning English through lyrics and music, which I have never heard before, but just thought about it recently. So, Mr. Koca, what can you share about this? Do you have any experience?
Well, yes, definitely. Alright, first and foremost, thank you, Juan, for the questions and introduction. So, one of my experience in using learning through music methodology is that when I was 10 years old, in my former school, which is in the 𝙎𝙃𝙄𝙎𝙊𝘿𝙀 in Selangor, my English teacher, Miss Wardina, she actually used music to make us learn English. An example is that one day she asked the students to be in groups, and we were given a task to perform our favorite song. So from that performance, we chose the song Payphone by Maroon 5. Do you know the song?
Payphone was one of the classics back in the day. I sang it a lot, but do you know the lyrics? Or would you like to share with us?
Of course, I remember it. I've been memorizing since I was 10 years old from the song, and like now I'm 21. So, and I still remember the chorus goes like, I think we can sing together with it. 1, 2, 3. I'm at a payphone trying to go high. Yeah, that's the lyrics from that song. Alright, so for example, one of the ways that the lyric actually taught me how to speak and how to learn English is that, for example, from the lyrics, from the chorus, that I'm at the payphone trying to call home. So it made me wonder, trying to call home, but the subject is the girl that the band, the lead singer, was trying to call. So from that I was like, what does call home mean? And from that I did my research, and turns out it is a common phrase to call home. To call someone that you belong with. It's not actually our home. So in that sentence, or in that chorus, it means that Adam, the singer, actually belongs to his girlfriend. So yeah, that is one of the ways that how I learned English through music, by common phrases, by things that I'm familiar with. Right? How about you, Juan? Do you have any experience?
I do actually, but it's quite interesting how you say that we can learn phrases from songs, because I never thought about looking into it. It's really interesting that you mentioned it, because again, I never thought about it before. But if you ask me, I think it would be, when we learn English through music, I believe it's more towards the practice pronunciation. Let's say a catchy song. Give me one catchy song in the 21st century. At least one, come on.
I think like Birds of a Feather. I mean, you must know that song, right?
Birds of a Feather, yes. Now, Birds of a Feather, sang by Billie Eilish, was one of the catchiest songs, and I actually played it on repeat multiple times on Spotify. And when you play it on repeat, when that song is catchy, you would sing along with the lyrics, and obviously you want to sing to make sure that you have the same pronunciation as the song. So you would go again and again, multiple times singing song. That just shows how you're actually learning English unconsciously, subconsciously, something like that, because you're practicing as you're singing the song. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, I totally agree with you, because like when we're practicing, while we're practicing the song, like multiple times, for example, like the song Birds of a Feather, the chorus actually repeats itself, like Birds of a Feather, Birds of a Feather. Yeah, it shows that it keeps the retention skill going for the listeners. So that way that we can subconsciously learn the lyrics and how to pronounce it together with the singer, right? Yeah. I believe that was what you were saying, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. And another example by learning English through music is that I'm going back to my experiences now, the payphone lyrics. in the chorus, do you remember? Do you remember the lyrics? If happy ever after did exist, I will still be holding you like this. Alright, so from the lyrics of that, we can actually learn grammar. The second conditional.
Really?
Yes, because we use if plus past tense verb. And then we use would and base verb. For example, if happy ever after did exist, so that is the past tense, I would still be holding you. That is, I would and still be holding you. Holding. It is the base verb or the present verb. Present tense. So that is how like the students or anyone can listen music and actively and subconsciously learn English while hearing the lyrics, the melody, and so on.
That's actually fascinating that some songs that you can learn grammar from it. But I do have some concerns, Mr. Koca, because there are some songs and I listened to before, some songs mostly from the black culture where they implement yo with sometimes bad grammar, you see. For example, the most famous rappers in the black culture, they will go like with us or with bad grammar when they sing. So do you think it's wise for, let's say, if teachers want to implement music into learning, to filter the right songs from the bad ones, in terms of grammar use, I mean?
Yes, so that is a very good question actually. So, yes, the music sometimes can pose a challenge for the students. So that's why the teacher needs to play a role in facilitating the classroom, facilitate the students on the song they pick, the song they choose, and us as the teachers but sometimes we ourselves can pick the song for them. You know, like, for example, we pick a simple song, an English song, according to their year and also their understanding of English level. And if they are choosing the music themselves, for example, when I was 10 years old, the song Painful actually had a rap verse from Wiz Khalifa. You know him, right?
He was the one that sang, was he the one that sang See You Again? Was it? What's the song called again?
See You Again by Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa. Yes, correct, that is it. So, and from the lyrics, it uses like, it has explicit words. So, when we are performing, the teacher told us prior our performance to not to choose the clean version of the song and not use the explicit one. So teacher plays an important part in facilitating the students, facilitating the task or the music that they choose. Alright, so I think that's answered your question, right?
It does. Thank you very much. The teacher plays a huge role in learning, in choosing the music for students to learn. And I'm no teacher, but you are one. But I think it's safe to say that learning through music and lyrics, it will create a very fun and interesting environment in the classroom. Wouldn't you say? What are your?
Yes, I 100% agree.
Well, there you have it. So, Mr. Koca from SMK Samakan's Institution Ipoh says and agrees that learning music can create a fun and exciting environment in the classroom. Would you have anything else to add before we end our session here today?
I don't think so, but I have a music suggestion for you actually. Yes, have you heard the song Dandelion? Yeah.
I think, can you sing the lyrics? Because I'm not quite sure how.
I actually don't remember, but I think it is very beneficial for you because I think you will learn so much from the lyrics itself, and for your listeners too. So I think that's all from me.
Alright, so Dandelions, which artist sang that?
I think it's Ruth B.
Ruth B. Alright, well, you heard it here, folks. If you haven't listened to Dandelions, listen to it and you can learn English from it.
Yes.
You can definitely learn English from it. So that's all from the 2 Cents podcast. We hope that we were able to give our 2 cents to you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and goodbye.
Bye.